The honourable member for Nanaimo Ladysmith.
Madam Speaker, and thank you to the member. Madam Speaker, I can't help but think about how incredibly short-sighted it is for us to be talking about the economic impacts on Canadians today without looking at the costs of us doing nothing, as is brought up by my colleague, in the climate crisis. We know that the climate crisis has incredible economic costs. We know that there's going to be, let me put my glasses on, the national GDP, so the economic cost is likely to reduce national GDP by $25 billion by 2025. That's equivalent to $630 per person in lost income, and with low-income people being affected the most. We know this. So also, fighting increasingly destructive wildfires costs $1 billion a year, and these costs will only continue to rise. Now, does the member agree that the costs of the climate crisis need to be prioritized, and that we can't be ignoring that the climate crisis is happening as we speak?
Member for Calgary Rocky Ridge.
Well, I don't accept the premise of the member. It seems to be implied that the carbon tax is somehow delivering Canada from or making a significant impact on climate change. We heard from the member from Louis-Saint-Laurent earlier that Canada ranks very poorly in its performance on emissions. So I don't accept the premise that the carbon tax is a solution to the problems that she has outlined. But I would also say to her and her colleagues, again, there was a time when NDP members were actually quite serious about transparency in government, about the functioning of Parliament, and they seem to have abandoned that while they're going to support the Liberals who will suppress information from an officer of Parliament and refuse to disclose information that is the property of Canadians.